When Precious Reynolds was scratched by a feral cat, she didn't think much of it.
Okay, to start things off, when you're bitten by a random animal out in the middle of nowhere, you get that crap treated. I don't care if it's not a main carrier for rabies in the United States. You go to a doctor nonetheless and get it examined to see if you need a thing or not, a vaccine or a post-exposure prophylaxis or not. You go to a damn doctor. Yo, what is up, guys? Breaking Kai's Med Show, and today I'm going to be going over the Precious Reynolds case. And honestly, I find this one a load of bullcrap. Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing that she survived, but an instantaneous recovery after use of the Milwaukee Protocol is just ridiculous. So, we're going to start off with some of your questions. What exactly is the Milwaukee Protocol? Well, the Milwaukee Protocol is something that involves administering antiviral drugs and putting the person into a therapeutic coma to let the immune system catch up and destroy the virus. However, post-exposure antibodies must be created as soon as the bite has become a thing. Like, once you're bitten, the body immediately notices and starts creating antibodies for the virus, so therefore it can speed up. That way, it'll result in a somewhat full recovery. Most people end up with serious mental disorders afterward, or paralysis and whatnot. Some people come out with like locked-in syndrome. Some people come out with crazy shit like that. That's not even worth surviving rabies for. Like, you would honestly just rather be dead from it. But a lot of cases come out with a somewhat decent recovery, although some come out with mental disorders that may impair them for years to come. Some come out with absolutely no problem at all, like this girl, somehow. Now, that's the Milwaukee Protocol. The certain drugs used in it, I don't know. I'll look into that later on. I'll put them on the screen right here. And I know this crap off the top of my head, so don't tell me to put my sources in the freaking description. I know this crap off the top of my head. I'm studying to become a neuropathologist, and Kai is becoming a neuroanesthesiologist. But, like I was saying, the reason why I find this case totally insane is because she comes out of it with no problem at all. Gina Giese made a full recovery, but started out with massive problems, such as muscle stiffness and amnesia, which is memory loss, which basically was, her memory was wiped of almost everything, kind of, in like a way. She remembers the situation after her mind kind of rewires after a bit, you know, because, you know, brain's all messed up and they're trying to put stuff back together after it. You see, that's the problem with the Milwaukee Protocol. Its ethical issues are, it can result in massive disabilities that can affect the person's life for years or even their entire life. So the problem with the Milwaukee Protocol is A, it rarely ever works. B, it leaves them with very bad disabilities if they do survive. Although this girl, I guess, is just a once in a lifetime type thing. And third of all, you know, it's rarely ever used, and doctors rarely ever get to use it in time because because then they're like too late into the disease. Although the reason why Gina Giese maybe had such a bad, you know, thing was because she had only hours to live at the point of conducting it. She was the very first person to have the Milwaukee Protocol used on and survive. Now, I am a Christian myself, and she was a Catholic, so I believe this is some divine intervention of some kind. So, I don't know, maybe if I get rabies, I'm lucky, but I know to get that shit treated if it ever comes to that point. So, you know. But aside from what I was saying, so second thing. She survived without any repercussion or disability at all. Just had to, you know, get her crap together, you know, cope with what just happened. Had therapy sessions and whatnot, I believe. And, you know, went back home a week after the whole ordeal. And I find this insane. Now, granted, it's a miracle that she survived, and I respect, her strength against the virus. So if you'd like to make a collab one day, Precious Reynolds or Gina Gacy, I would love to. But I don't have any money, so don't expect anything in return. No, I'm just joking. Any other rabies survivors that I can have confirmation that you're one of them, I'll let you on. Or just anyone who's I don't even know at this point. I'm losing my mind. It's 7 o'clock p.m. and I'm going to sleep soon, so yeah, that's an issue. So, the disease I study most is definitely rabies, because when I was younger, I thought it was just a disease that only affected animals, not humans. I thought it was only a big problem in animals, and it was 100% fatal in animals, because someone told me, oh yeah, rabies is 100% fatal. But in the video, they say this BS.
And the mortality is usually greater than 95%.
95%? What? Now, I'm pretty sure the brain-eating amoeba has a higher fatality rate than that. And don't get me wrong, most diseases have a lower fatality rate than Naegleria fowleri or, primary amoebic meningoencephalitis and all those other diseases that involve an amoebic infection from a disease like that. But beside the point, another thing with this is that in the news article, they did not specify whether the Milwaukee Protocol was used, but every single rabies survival has been used with the Milwaukee Protocol. I think only one survival used the Milwaukee Protocol just without the coma, And I'm assuming they came out with some devastating effects because of the lack of the coma. Either their immune system was lickety split about it, or they, believed in God. Now, non-Christians or non-God followers, I respect your religion. I'm just going off of what I think here. This is a totally biased video. So if you don't like it, you can just leave. But anyway, I think one thing that may have caused a shift in the probability of survival and the probability of a full recovery like this was maybe she had a cold or a flu at the time, got bit by the cat, and when the bite went in, there was cells, white blood cells all over the body fighting the cold infection, and then the rabies virus came in, and they're like, oh, we're fighting the one thing already. So the immune system was already on high alert as soon as it came in. You see, the immune system, rabies is invisible to the immune system for through the time it travels to the brain. But as soon as it entered the bloodstream, they knew where to go, because they collect intel on the virus, and they're saying, okay, it's gonna go to the brain. So what we gotta do is we gotta send our soldiers there and block it off. So therefore, the virus was able to, when she was put into that coma, the virus was easily defeated by the immune system with the combination of antivirals, and that ultimately may have saved her life. That's my opinion on the matter. But if something else happened, then I don't know. But that's just my opinion on the matter. That's my scientific estimated guess. So, and third of all, well, I really don't know much about this case, considering the fact that the news video was like 2 minutes. When I watched it, it was relatively quick. It didn't really go over much. But I guess that's, I guess maybe Precious Reynolds didn't really want that much attention from the media, and I'd be surprised if I were her survive rabies. I'd want a documentary and everything about it. Maybe that's just my ego talking. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something today. If you guys want to see more videos on rabies or any neuro diseases in general, or if you want me to cover any other medical cases that are as incredible and fascinating as this one, make sure to leave a like down below, and and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a video I post, and I'll see you guys next time.